All right, I've been going on and on about the idea of being successful with only a 1,000 fans. So let's break down the numbers. There's this concept in music and in art called 1,000 true fans. Some of you may have heard of it. A guy named Kevin Kelly, really smart guy, wrote an article on this a few years back. But the idea is that if you have just 1,000 true fans, you can make a very good living in music. Now, a true fan is somebody who will share your music, talk to their friends about you, and actually buy stuff. The idea is that if you have 1,000 true fans who each spend $50 a year supporting you, and this could be music you release, merch that you sell at your shows, tickets at your shows, could be crowdfunding campaigns that you do, anything. If you have 50,000 fans spending $50 a year, you can make 50 grand a year. Now, $50 a year per fan isn't really all that much money. It's an album, it's a t-shirt, maybe a concert ticket. It's not unattainable. But the reality, of course, is you'll have some people who won't spend much at all, if anything, and then you're going to have some fans who will spend that $50 per year, and you're going to have others that'll spend a few $100s per year, as long as you give them the opportunity to do that. And you couple that with other revenue streams that you might have, like licensing or sponsorship, and you're off to the races. That's how you do it. Now, you might be in a place where you can't get your fans to buy anything at all. And that's where this webinar will help you, and that's why you're here with me today. So pay attention. All right, the first thing that you can do is to activate your fan base by defining a niche for yourself. You know, it's so easy to fall into a numbers game and feel like you need more and more fans to make money. The truth is, you don't need to sell to everyone, and you don't need everyone to like your music. In fact, it works in your favor to define a niche and target a much smaller base of fans. I want you to let that sink in for a minute. So what is a niche? A niche is a small segment of music fans with very specific interests. You know, the dictionary definition of a niche is a specialized section of the population. So for example, pop as a genre, it's not a niche, because millions and millions of fans with wildly varying interests follow the pop genre. But operatic pop, perhaps, which would fuse stylized pop with operatic voices, has a much more specialized audience with much more specific interests and needs. That's a niche. Think of a niche like a smaller slice of the pie, right? It's not folk music, it's Irish folk music. That's the idea of a niche. Now, when you're trying to build a highly active fan base, it's actually better if you specialize. If you know who your fans are and what they're interested in, you can send out targeted messages you know that they are going to respond to. You can stand out from all the other artists in your genre with this niche strategy, and you can connect with fans based on interest, not just music. Think about that. That's something to write down in your notebooks. Connect based on interest. All this means that fans are more likely to share your music, and they're more likely to support you if it's something that aligns with their beliefs and their interests. You're connecting with them on a different level. Plus, a niche can open the door for opportunities outside the traditional music sector where there's a lot less competition. All right, what am I talking about? Let's look at Justin again. Now, reggae is already more of a niche genre, but Justin's band, Cali Conscious, have taken it a step further. They've nailed down their niche as an environmentally responsible and socially conscious reggae band. That's their niche. And from the very start, they've used their music to support causes. They've raised money to end youth homelessness and raise money for clean water. They use download cards that you see right here, embedded with vegetable seeds instead of plastic CDs, part of their image. And they have a benefit concert coming up to raise money for families affected by the horrible fires in California. Because of their niche strategy, Cali Conscious, they're able to find opportunities where most musicians don't even look. And that's what I'm talking about, getting outside the traditional music sector. For these guys, it's charity events, it's benefits, it's surfing events. You know, although they are able to book club gigs, and a lot of them, these other kind of events, it's outside that competitive club sphere. And most importantly, it gets them in front of more like-minded people. They're building their tribe, right? Not everybody's going to like your music, but you want to find the right people.